He smashed my graduation cake straight into the pool. Blue fondant exploded like a bomb. Candles hissing out in the water while my 8-year-old niece clapped and shrieked. "Lick it off the tiles, Aunt Ivy, it's still good." The entire patio roared with laughter. My mother's was the loudest, bright and brittle as broken glass. That single sound cracked something inside me forever. Everyone else saw a perfect Arizona evening. Tiki torches, mariachi music, the smell of carne asada on the grill. I saw the truth underneath. The same old script where I played the invisible extra. My sister Jessica floated in a white sundress, accepting praise for her new boutique like she'd invented sunshine. Mom kept touching Jessica's arm, saying, "My baby finally made it," as if my master's degree from Portland was a participation ribbon. The cake had been shoved to the edge of the dessert table all night, half hidden under a pile of Jessica's branded gift bags. "Congratulations, Ivy," in careful navy piping, already smudged from someone's careless elbow. I kept staring at it, waiting for one person to notice it mattered. Then Mia, Jessica's daughter, sprinted past yelling, "Mom says Aunt Ivy only went to school to feel superior." The adults howled. Mom dabbed her eyes like it was the funniest thing she'd heard all year. That's when Mia's sticky little hand shoved the whole thing off the table. Porcelain shattered. Frosting painted the deck in violent streaks. My sandals turned blue. I stood there holding the silver cake server, feeling every eye on me, waiting for the punchline. Mom lifted her margarita in a mock toast. "Lighten up, Ivy. It's just cake." I set the server down, walked through the sliding glass doors, and never looked back. By the time I reached my apartment in Northeast Portland, the sky was the color of old bruises. My phone glowed with a single text from Mom. "We're done. Do not contact us again. Ever." Jessica added a thumbs-up emoji. I stared until the screen went black. No tears. Just a sudden, icy calm. I opened my banking app. 2 autopays glared back at me every month. $820. Parents' condo in Mesa. $590. Jessica's leased Range Rover. For years of, "You're the stable one, honey. Family helps family." 4 years of excuses, missed payments, and guilt trips. I'd co-signed because love, back then, felt like letting people walk across your back without complaining. Now it felt like drowning. I typed one sentence and sent it to the family group chat. Removing myself from both loans first thing tomorrow. No emoji. No apology. Then I turned the phone face down and listened to the Portland rain start its soft percussion on the roof. Morning brought chaos. 87 missed calls. Voicemails that swung between rage and tears. How could I destroy my own parents? Did I want them homeless? Was I proud of being cruel? I didn't answer. I put on a black blazer, drove downtown, and walked into Pacific Trust Bank. The loan officer, Ms. Rao, didn't blink when I slid the folder across her desk. Proof I had 0 ownership in the condo, 0 claim on the car. Years of texts promising, "Next month we'll take over payments." 40 minutes later I signed the final release form. The notary's stamp hit the paper like a judge's gavel. Freedom has a sound. It's surprisingly small. 3 days later they showed up anyway, Mom and Jessica pounding on my apartment door at 9 p.m. Voices echoing up the stairwell. Neighbors peeked out. Someone's dog started barking. "Ivy Marie, open this door. You've ruined us." Jessica was sobbing about the repo man circling her SUV. Mom screamed that I'd never been grateful, that blood was thicker than my selfish boundaries. I pressed the call button for Portland PD, voice steady. "Non-emergency trespass. They won't leave." Blue and red lights painted the wet street 10 minutes later. The officers were kind but firm. My mother tried the "She's my daughter" card. It expired the day I turned 18. Watching them escorted away under dripping umbrellas felt surreal. Like watching actors leave a stage I'd finally walked off. The online smear campaign started the next day. Public Facebook posts about the ungrateful daughter who stole her parents' home. Comments from cousins I hadn't seen since childhood. I didn't defend myself. I emailed my team at work one calm line, and let the truth do its slow, quiet work. A week later the bank letter arrived. Official, embossed, final. I was free. That same afternoon Mom's post vanished. Months slid by. Promotion at work. New friends who asked about my day instead of my wallet. Plants on the windowsill that actually lived, because no one was yanking their roots. Then, almost a year later, a text from Jessica. I was wrong. I'm sorry. I read it twice, set the phone down, and watched the Willamette glitter under evening light. Some doors, once closed, stay closed, not out of hate, but out of mercy. I poured a glass of wine, stepped onto my tiny balcony, and raised it to the city that finally felt like home. Here's to the night the cake hit the water, and I learned how to swim.